guys, welcome to another episode on our official Student Loan Doctor channel. So today I want to talk to you about 5 tips to eliminate your student loan debt. Now I know you're probably thinking, girl, you cannot get rid of student loan debt, but I want to go through with you some strategies I would recommend to you if we were sitting on one-on-one having a conversation, or if we were talking online. So I hope you have your pen and paper ready, because I want to go through some ideas and strategies I think will help you as we are going into our journey to tackle student loan debt. So number one, first things first, you do need to talk to your employer. A lot of people don't realize this, but if your employer can offer you tuition assistance, right, coming in, so if you're taking classes or thinking about going back to school, have you ever thought to ask your HR, your manager, what would it look like to use that money in terms of helping you repay your student loans? Now, I know that sounds a little crazy, a little unorthodox, but it is working. It is a strategy that more employers are adopting. This money has already been allocated for you in terms of your learning and your tuition. Why not tell them and make a case to say, hey guys, listen, I really would like to use this $2,000 or $3,000. I remember I had a job that gave $5,200 a year towards reimbursement. So that's something that you can look at. If you're in the market looking for a new job, one of the other things I would recommend is that you are looking with that particular benefit in mind. Number 2, a lot of people don't realize this, but the income-driven repayment program that you're enrolled in, did you know that it has a loan forgiveness component attached to it? So that's right. So whether you're in an income-driven repayment program for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, at the end of that time period, and you'll know this when you register for the actual program, it will tell you you are expected by this date to have your loans forgiven. I must tell you the truth. The government recently messed up with this. They did, guys, they did. But they are committed to fixing this count. And so I think it's a great time that as we go into repayment post-pandemic, you would find yourself eligible inside of the income-driven repayment program to have this accounted for. Number 3, I want you to take a look at, are there any options for loan forgiveness for me? So when we talk about loan forgiveness, right, we're talking about possibly the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. Now, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program is having a whole, overturn as we speak. You might have seen me post about it prior on my social media pages. Now, listen, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program is going to be the number one forgiveness program that a lot of people can opt into because of where they have worked in the past. And listen here, now I wasn't really going to give this secret sauce today, but I'm gonna give you a little bit. Have you ever thought about creating your own nonprofit? And so I'm going to do a whole nother class on this topic about the nonprofit arm, so to speak, is what we call it. And I want you guys to just expand your minds and your vision. I know that I am talking to a community of great givers. What would it look like for you to be a great giver and start your own nonprofit if it's in your heart to do so, and also take advantage of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program at the same time, right? The next thing is there are other loan forgiveness programs you should be aware of. Teacher loan forgiveness, which you can pair with Public Service Loan Forgiveness, nursing loan forgiveness, right? And disability loan forgiveness. I just met a young lady literally yesterday. It made my day. She said, girl, because of you and what you're doing, she said, let me show you something. So all I saw was her going into studentaid.gov on her phone. I'm like, okay, alert, where is this going? She showed me, it said $0. I said, girl, it said $0. I said, what you showing me? She said, because of you. And then she went up. She said, before that, I owed $32,000. I said, what? I said, so what happened? She said, I filled out the disability waiver program. I said, really? And here's the thing, guys, you don't look like what you're going through. So if you are someone that has experienced or has been battling with a disability that's been keeping you in and out of work, the thing here is that it has to make it to where your work is inconsistent. You would be a good candidate to be considered for the disability waiver program. What I would recommend is that you think about who you are, where you work, what you've got going on, and just write out the things that could possibly make you eligible. And 9 times out of 10, there's some type of form of scholarship to apply to your student loan debt, or it could be some type of grant that could help you with this forgiveness opportunity. All right, my last one. This is important, guys. This one's not going to be that life-changing, but maybe. Do you know that most people, to get out of student loan debt quickly, take on another job or side hustle. Now I know you're probably thinking like, girl, I did not come here to hear you talk about getting another job. But what I am here to talk to you about today is that you have what I call $1 million gifts. If you were to literally do this as exercise, sit down for a few minutes, write out 5 things that you're really, really good at your job. Like, why does your job pay you the money that they pay you? That is what I call the $1 million gift. And to be honest with you guys, that's how I started the Student Loan Doctor. My job paid for me to talk to people, to explain process, to help them understand things that have maybe been complicated for them, and to break down the financial aid process when I worked at the college that I used to work for. So I'm going to say that to you. What do you do that's the $1 million gift that you can do on your own time? And don't look at it as, oh, this side hustle is only going to bring me an extra $500 or $1,000 a month. We'll take it. Just simply dedicating some extra time to a craft or a skill that you love and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this week. This is going to generate probably about $200-$300. Let me be disciplined that when I receive that money, I take it and immediately apply it to my student loan debt. Like, I literally log in and I say, hey guys, take an ACH withdrawal from my bank account because I just made this money and it's there. And I know that it doesn't sound very like life-changing, but being that you're being disciplined, you're being focused, you're being intentional about the debt you owe and the skill set that you have, this student loan debt is going to go quicker than you can imagine. All right. So guys, I hope that those 5 tips have really, really helped you kind of put you in the right frame of mind as to how to get rid of this debt. And I'm also hoping that you take it a step further and start to do some exploration of some ideas and strategies for yourself to get rid of this debt. This debt is not going anywhere, and no, the government is not coming to save you. You've got to save yourself, but you now have some new tools, some new strategies, some new skills to go out there and kill it and get yourself rid of student loan debt. So I look forward to seeing you in the next upcoming episode. We're going to get into more conversation about some different strategies you can employ so that you can also become eligible for the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, even if you're not currently working for a qualified employer. We'll see you soon.